Hi, how are you all doing? Hope you're well. Welcome to the channel. So I want to thank my returning subscribers. Thanks for tuning in and supporting me. And please don't forget to like this video, comment, share if you can. I would love if you share. It's a continuation of my previous video about the hygiene tips. And please remember to watch this video, watch the full video. This will help support the channel as well. Please watch the full video. Don't forget to like as well. So the channel is about analyzing issues of life for learning purposes, and also giving some tips and some case studies, which is a story time sometimes as well. That's it. So I'm going to continue from where I stopped from my previous video. If you haven't watched my previous video, please watch my previous video on the first health tips that I was given, health tips, hygiene tips. So a recap on what I discussed on the last one. I talked about tongue scrapers. If you think you have a bad smell, you could give a tongue scraper a try. I did explain in the video. I talk about lip scrub as well, how you can scrub your lip from time to time so that you take the dead cells out as well. I also talk about wearing tight leggings to bed at night, how to avoid it and let the leg have a breathing hair, and also for better circulations of blood as well. I also talk about bath balls, people that put bath balls in the bath and they do they perfume the scent and all that just to prevent too much of it. I talk about belly button as well. You can clean your belly buttons, your toes, and all that. Those are the recap of few of the recap of the previous video about the hygiene tips, and this also include men as well. Hair on the nose, on the hair. There's so many of it that I discussed on the previous video. So please do well and watch the previous video if you haven't watched it. So I'm going to continue today by talking about I will start with the hearing, and this has to do with some ladies, our hearings, and even men that use hearing. So I'm going to talk about our earrings, that the hearing, the oops, try and take it out and clean it. Sometimes you could use you can use toothbrush, maybe the toothbrush that you're not using anymore. You could use one of them, or if you can get a new one, just keep it as a spare to clean the hair oops. Also the hair ring, all these places at the back, all these places you will see some black things there at the back as well. Please clean the hair oops, and also use maybe wipe or spirit cotton bud to also clean back of your hair as well. That's that. And I'm going to talk about sweating. If you sweat a lot, please go for antiperspirant for your armpits. If you sweat a lot, use antiperspirant, and it will be good if the sweat is really a lot, that even when maybe it's not quite long, you freshen up, you're ready, your armpit is quite really wet, go for the one that says anti-sweat. It does will help. I use Mission, and it works for me very well because I tend to also sweat sometimes or from under my armpit. So that one works well. Go for the sweat anti-sweat. It does work. It's like a powder that was cake up. So that's what it looks like, and if you use that on your armpits, it will really reduce you sweating a lot. So if you sweat a lot, please try to use antiperspirant. The next one is, if you smell a lot, please go for deodorant, and consider shaving there, and or wax if you prefer to wax. And if that place is quite thick, please shave the place well. Dry the place. I would say oil it if you can before you put your antiperspirant as well. And the underneath, sometimes after the sweat for few maybe hours, the smell tend to change and is a bit concentrated. So please try and work on that you clean up more. If you go on a walk, you do those sweaty walk, and you clean up, shower, clean up. If you're still on a walk and on the road, or you can't get to a house where you will shower, try and use wipe. If you have wipe, clean up the place, wipe up the place very well, and still use the deodorant. That would be good. And also, if you know you sweat a lot, please go for breathable fabric. Some people have to wear light cotton, where when there's a wind, they can actually really feel it quickly. So it helps, it helps to dry up the place as well. So also consider the kind of fabric, the kind of clothes that you wear. Some clothes are the reason why you sweat a lot. So if you wear a light cotton cloth, then you tend to reduce the chance of you sweating too much. You will reduce the chance of you sweating too much. So wear a breathable fabric like a cotton, that will not make you sweat more. So be conscious of it, so you know the type of clothes that will not make you sweat a lot. Another point I want to bring out is for dry skin people. If you know you have a dry skin, try and go for, let's say, like body butter. Go for body butter cream. So if you go for body butter cream, e.g. shea butter, mango butter, and all that, and you can do it yourself. You can put the shea butter or mango butter and drop some essential oil in them. Once you drop some essential oil, use your whipper or whip to whip it for a few minutes. Then you're done. It absorbs more and it will make your skin to glow. It's also good for even normal skin as well. Your skin will glow. It will prevent you flaking up more for people that have dry skin, or when it's a dry season period. You understand? During the cold time, it's actually good when the winter, the cold time is quite good when you use the body butter. Make sure you cream it very well and it lasts longer. That's my advice for people that, if you have a dry skin, or you want to use body butter. Body butter is quite good. I recommend it. I use body butter. Sometimes I use other cream, but I go for more body butter cream, or sometimes I do it myself. I can get shea butter, drop some essential oil in it, and whip them, depending on how fluffy you want it to be and how you want it to absorb into your skin. Okay, next one is use baby wipe more instead of tissue. If it's possible, in your own closet, your own bathroom, your own toilet, use baby wipe more. For ladies, if you're going now, you can have, there's some set of small tissue wipe that some of them is just 10 in there. They're quite portable, which you can put in your bag. It would be nice if you can, so that when you get to if you're outside and you need to use the toilet, even if you decide to use the tissue, you still use the wipe to kind of clean up the place, to make the place more wet, rather than when you use dry tissue. Dry tissues tend to stick to underneath or to any place, and they flakes. Some tissues are not quite good. They really flakes. Some tissue are just recycle things that they use in making those tissues, so they use them for tissue. Tissue has different qualities. Some tissues, once you get them, you see them flake. Even when you shake them like this, you see them dropping some particles. So go for wipe more, and baby wipe is quite recommended. Go for baby wipe because they don't have much chemicals in them. If you go for some sensitive baby wipe as well, it helps. Some sensitive baby wipe helps. Babies their body is quite tender and all that. So that's why I recommend baby wipe. I use baby wipe. Sometimes even I use them under my armpit or my neck, where I have my surgery scar, and wherever I feel so dry there. Before I apply my bowel oil, I clean the place up, or before I go to bed, and I clean my this thing as well. So you can use baby wipe. It's recommended that you use baby wipe. Is better than using tissue. Or if you use tissue, remember it will be good that you use maybe at least one baby wipe to clean up the place, so that those tissues that's actually sticking there, you'll be able to get some out. And you can use, there's the dry wipe as well. It's a dry wipe which you have to wet. You can turn on the water and wet this. So you put it in the water and wet it, and you can use that to clean up depending on how your bathroom, your closet is. So that's that about baby wipe, that they do have less stronger chemical in them, and some don't have fragrance. You can go for non fragrance, you can go for the one with fragrance, but I go for the one without fragrance. I go for sensitive ones sometimes, so that there's nothing there. Some of them is just like it will look as if water was just in there, so it's just wet. That's that about you using a baby wipe than using tissue paper, which is quite it's better for you to use baby wipe than tissue paper, please. And another point, though, also to let you know that I know some people don't want to use wipe because they are not flushable. It's written in some of the wipes that you can't flush them. You have to put them in the bin. Maybe they don't have a bin around. There are some flushable baby wipe as well. They do them right now, and I'll try and put one on the screen for you to see. There are some sensitive flushable baby wipe, and you can use them. The next one is try to include oil. Try to include oil in your lotion. If you're a lotion person, try to drop some oil in there. It could be bow oil, it could be stretch mark oil. If you know you have just stretch mark, bow oil also work for stretch mark as well. Try and drop some oil, body oil, just to glow your skin, because some of this cream they will tell you is really oily. It's not all of them that are. After an hour, you just find it look as if you haven't even cream up your body. So if you drop some oil in your body lotion, it helps to moisturize your skin better and last longer. And if you don't want to drop it in your body in your lotion, you can press your lotion, then put the body oil and rub it before you apply it to your skin, because some oil could actually change the color of your lotion depending on the lotion you're using. But that's my style on that. You can squeeze some in your palm, then drop some oil, rub them together, mix them together before you apply them on your skin. So it helps for your skin to glow longer, last longer, and also it absorb longer. It has absorbed into your skin better and longer as well. And the last one I want to say is try to use oil spray. There are some spray, they are oil spray, they last longer, and there are some oil perfume as well. If you know oil perfume, good luck. So my daughter taught me about that. They are small but mighty, which you can use on some of the areas, just here, just spark of your hair. And even when people hug you, they could perceive that, you look so classy. Like someone will ask you, what are you wearing? And you feel so high, like, yeah. And also another point is, if you use deodorant or perfume or whatever, if you want it to last longer, just apply oil, then you spray your body spray on it. Body spray or perfume. It will last longer than the usual time. If you just spray perfume normally and go out, maybe under 3 hours, you can't really feel it much. If you apply body oil before you put that spray, come on, it goes more longer. Give it that a try and let me know what you think about that. Let me know your reaction or what you find out about using the body oil with your wipe, spraying your perfume. It makes it to last longer and last longer than usual. And I think that's it so far. So on the recap is like I said, use baby wipe. You could use sensitive one. It's better than using tissue. Tissue breaks, and you can include oil in your body lotion. You can use body butter as well. Whip them with some essential oil, which helps you better and it makes your skin to glow. Any body skin type can use that. Consider the types of fabric that makes you sweat. So use more breathable fabric if you sweat a lot. And if you sweat a lot, consider using deodorant. Shave underneath, on immediate underarms. If you have a thick one there, shave it. Have a wipe and clean it more often if you're outside before you apply to retouch on your deodorant. And if you know you sweat a lot, go for antiperspirant, and there's one that they will write anti-sweat on it. It will help you not to sweat too much. And also, I also talk about you cleaning the back of your hearing hoops and all this place. Try to clean the hair hoops as well. You can use cotton bud as well to clean them. And that's it for this section. That these are the small health hygiene tips that we tend to overlook, but if we put more attention to them once in a while, and you get used to it, and you even feel better about all these tiny hygiene tips that we tend to overlook. Let me know what you think in the comment section about this. If you have watched this video to this stage and you haven't liked the video, please give the video a like. If you haven't subscribed as well, please, what are you doing? Please consider subscribing. And to my returning subscribers, I love you. I appreciate you for people supporting me and sharing the video. I appreciate you. Please share this video to also those who have watched it in the first bit, so they can see the second part of this, the concluding part of this healthy tips. I would really appreciate that. Please, share. Please share. I appreciate that. And that's it. That's the end of the video. Until I see you in my next video, do take care. Remember to watch my other previous video and also support. You can super thanks this video. You can support me by super thanks as well, or cash app. And please keep the communication line busy. I'll be waiting to read your comments. Appreciate you guys. Take care. Bye.